Hey, Vegan Cupid here for your weekly live video. I want to see who's watching, so whether you're watching the replay or you're watching live, leave me a comment right now and tell me what's the best thing that's happened to you in 2020. Okay? I know COVID and everything, but I'm all about seeing the positive out of every situation. So go ahead and tell me best thing that's happened, okay? So today's video is inspired by a couple of posts that I read in my Find Veg Love group. And it's about ghosting. And in case you're new to the dating scene and you're not really sure what ghosting means, because that was me once upon a time, I did not know what it meant, okay? Let me explain. So you're messaging back and forth with someone over a dating app. The conversation is flowing, you seem to have lots of things in common, you're getting excited, and then boom, all of a sudden, the sound of crickets. And you never hear back from them without any explanation. Leave me a comment and let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you're going on a date with someone, you have a great time, and you would have totally gone on a second date with them, except you text them the next day and you don't get a response. You think, well, maybe they're just busy at work. Didn't notice a text, so you text again. No response. You start to worry. Maybe they got in a car accident or in their hospital. That's a totally plausible explanation, because why would someone all of a sudden stop talking to you? Leave me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Or even worse, you're dating someone for a couple of months. You're trying to keep it casual, no labels, but you're really into them. One night you show up at the restaurant for your date and they aren't there. You wait around, start worrying. You call them and ask them, what's going on? Only they don't reply. I know. Those are all shitty examples of being ghosted. And so leave me a comment and be honest. Okay? Be honest with yourself. Have you ever ghosted someone? Or have you been ghosted by someone? Trust me, okay? I get it. Ghosting sucks. I was in a relationship for 15 years, and after we divorced, I didn't know a thing about dating. I hadn't been on the dating scene for 15 years. I was doing the online dating thing, and about a month in, I went on a couple dates with this guy. We were having a great time. And one day I texted him and I didn't get a reply. And I thought, well, that's odd. I waited around, and I never heard back. I was crushed. And at that time, I didn't know what ghosting meant. My friends told me that I had been ghosted, and I was outraged. How could someone be so mean? Well, it turns out that ghosting is a pretty common thing. And people mostly do it because they are scared. And they don't have the confidence to be super open and tell you that they just aren't that into you. Or they think that not saying anything at all is better than hurting your feelings. And in reality, I'm pretty sure anyone would rather have the truth, would rather hear the truth, than having someone totally disappear on you, right? So leave me a comment and tell me, would you rather someone just be super open and honest, or would you rather them just disappear? Okay. And the truth is that they are doing you a favor. I know it may not seem like it at the time. It sure did not for me. Okay. But when people ghost you, they are showing their true colors. And they are weeding themselves out. But it still really sucks. I get it. Okay. Again, been there. But the big truth is they really aren't ghosting you. They are ghosting themselves. And when people refuse to show up for others, it is really deeply rooted in the fear that they have in showing up 100% committed to themselves. Okay? Think about that. And this goes back to what I've mentioned in a previous live video about limiting beliefs. And in case you missed it, I'll explain again. Okay, a limiting belief is a state of mind, a conviction or belief that you think to be true that limits you in some way. And they tend to have a negative impact by stopping you from moving forward and growing. And in most cases, limiting beliefs are unconscious thoughts that act as a defense mechanism to avoid possible negative emotions, such as frustration, anxiety, anger, and sadness. And limiting beliefs can have a number of negative effects on you. They can keep you from making good choices, taking new opportunities, or reaching your potential. And ultimately, limiting beliefs keep you stuck in a negative state of mind and hinder you from living the life you truly desire. So tell me in the comments, do you have any limiting beliefs? And so when someone ghosts you, it's really a manifestation of their own limiting beliefs about themselves. It's not about you. So please try really hard to not take it personally, even though I know it's really hard to do, okay? I'm a really sensitive person and I really take a lot of things to heart, okay? So I get it. And I'm all about being the bigger person in situations like these. And I recommend being compassionate and telling the person how their actions made you feel. And sometimes people just don't realize how much their actions can impact people. I'm all about giving people the benefit of the doubt, okay? And conflict is hard. But, if something like this happens to you, take a deep breath and remember that it's a them, not you type situation. Pick up the phone and call them. If they don't answer, leave a message and share your feelings in a gentle, non-confrontational way. Don't make it a challenge, but instead try to be as kind as possible. Okay? I promise that handling the situation in this way, instead of being furious or resentful, will leave you with a better feeling. And holding on to grudges is not positive at all. It's totally a disservice to yourself. Okay? So leave me a comment and tell me if you've been ghosted, how you handled it. Okay? I really believe that every situation, the result will be 100% on how you react to it, right? And how much you let it impact you. And I'm really not into holding grudges. I really feel that, again, it's a disservice to yourself and you're holding on to that negative energy that can really keep you stuck. And, kindness will go a long way. And hopefully the person won't ghost someone again in the future because of the way that you explained how it made you feel. That's the hope, right? And so, yeah, share with me your thoughts on ghosting and if what I'm saying is resonating with you, okay? Again, I've been there. I know how much it sucks, okay? So what happens if someone ghosts you, okay? Take a deep breath. Let that shit go. And move forward with a positive attitude. Because it just means that there is someone better out there for you. Remember, they are weeding themselves out when they ghost you. And of course, there's always two sides to everything, right? So the other side of things, if you're dating someone, trying to make it work, but it's not just working and you want to end things, please do not ghost the person. Okay? I'm not here to judge if you have done it. I'm here to help you so that it will hopefully not happen again. Okay? Be an adult and be honest with the person. Yes, you might hurt their feelings. And yes, it might be a little uncomfortable. But you'll feel so much better about the situation if you're upfront about your feelings. And remember, how we treat each other is often how we feel about ourselves. So, for example, if you're wanting to ghost someone, it's most likely because you are feeling nervous about communication. Same with if someone ghosts us. It's okay to be uncomfortable and nervous and still be brave and do it. Okay? And please do not break up with someone over text or email. Leave a comment and tell me if you've done this. Okay? Again, be honest, and I'm not here to judge. If you can't bring yourself to doing it in person, please at least have the courage to do it over the phone. Texting and emailing is just so impersonal, and people have the tendency to be more bold with their words, and not in a good way, if you know what I'm saying. And so much can be misinterpreted. So before I go, I have, a note about having serious and sensitive conversations. Don't do it over text, just like I mentioned a second ago. Okay, don't break up with someone over text, and do not have a serious conversation over text. And I know it's 2020 and lots of us are glued to our phones, and we use our phones for pretty much everything these days. But when dealing with matters of the heart, in person or over the phone is always going to be the best option as opposed to texting or emailing. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you agree with what I'm saying. And if you've been burned by a partner in the past and you want help being able to move past it, I can help you. Yes, it takes time, but it doesn't have to take forever. And if you are ready, make the decision to book a call with me. A past client said that doing the first call with me is really helpful, and it gets your process thinking. And it's all it takes. And I know it takes courage to do the first step, okay? But you don't have to suffer anymore. You don't have to be alone anymore. You don't have to do this alone anymore, because I am there for you and I would love to help you, okay? And ever heard that thought? Have you ever heard that thoughts become things? When you start to think of a situation differently, change can occur. So why not start here? So if you're ready to invest in yourself like you've never done before, give yourself permission to evolve your perspective, permission to push yourself, to love yourself more, to embrace a proven process to help you let go of what's not working and help you find that vegan soulmate that you're looking for, book a call with me. That's all you got to do, okay? No obligations. And during our call, I can guarantee you that I will listen to you deeply, like you might not have been, listened to for quite some time. And, most people have pretty big aha moments during our calls. And that's a big part of why I love doing these calls, right? And if we discover that there is an opportunity for us to work together and you want my help, I'll make you an offer. But with that being said, I don't work with just anyone, and I won't make you an offer if you're not ready, okay? It's not that I don't want to help everyone, because I do, but you have to be ultra committed, ready for love, and ready to invest in yourself because you are worth it. So all those things need to happen in order for you to be successful, okay? So if you are ready, it's almost the end of 2020. I know it's crazy to say, okay? But I am there for you, and I would love to chat, okay? So book a call with me and let's do this. And don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me what resonated the most with you in this video, okay? And if you have any suggestions for future videos and topics that you would like me to cover, just leave me a comment and I will check it out, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.